Hey guys, George MGR Performance here. I'm still trying to maybe improve the intake a bit. So I did blend, polish the whole chamber. Not that it's gonna gain flow, but if we're gonna digitize this port, it has to be like the way I would have finished it. So the only thing I just did, I don't know if you can tell, I blended all the angles. You can still see the angles on the valve job, but they're all blended like a radius. And I opened up the bowl area a little bit more. And I just took my stone and I touched the 45 and the 32 degree on top. And I'll put it back on the bench, and that's it. After that, I'll do a valve job with a 30, but I don't think it's gonna gain that much over this. And the throat right now, believe it or not, it's only 89.5%, and it goes 310 CFM. So it's gonna go back on the bench and see what it does. Like I said, I have to have a meeting with the friend of mine, another shop that has a Centroid. We could digitize this port. I'm happy with the flow that it has. For a stock valve going 302, 304, around 600, 650 lift. It goes 310 at like 900 lift, which we don't really care up there, but it shows that the head never backs off, so that's a good thing. The exhaust port is going about 240 with the 2-inch pipe, and I have not, if not any, opened up the roof. Is just a bulwark and work around the guide into the valve job and some chamber work. And the chamber, it's only for, I don't know if you guys can tell, the blue here, it's a 4-inch bore gasket. So, and here I really did not open it much. It's less than a 4-inch bore. I would say it's about 10 thou under here and about 20 thou under there. So that will make it like a 3.980 or something like that. Very easily could be used with 4-inch bore head gaskets on a 5.3, and it's gonna work great because the valve is only 2-inch. I don't usually do my guide this way, but I did it just to give more area behind the short turn. And everything is looking good. The port looks good. It's not big, and let's see what it does. Like I said, the CNC program, once we digitize this port, I want it to be like a quick cut and a bit smaller, just so I could go in it and blend it myself. So basically, I want the CNC to do the rough, and I'll get the heads back and do my valve job and finish everything according to each application. If this would have been NA, I would leave it this way with a small exhaust port like that. If it was gonna be a bigger cubic inch, stroker more with nitrous, I would open up the exhaust port, put a 1.6 valve, and so forth. Let's see what it does. Let's see if it gains some. Maybe it didn't gain anything. I mean, the port looks as it should. It looks good. Back at the bench. All right, guys, look. I perform a leakage test We have even though it's clamped down, you put it at level 1, and that was the leak that I had, 3 CFM. So if I had not done a correction of a leakage, it would show 3 CFM higher, okay? So now I did some more work to this cylinder head. And this is the numbers that I'm getting. This is 2-inch valve. It's still a stock valve job, but I massage it with my stones a bit, like the 45 degree, and the inside I did like a radius with my grinder. I'm at 90% throat right now. And the next step is a multi-angle valve job on the 30, but I'm not touching it anymore. Done. Close the heater. And I lost a little bit at 200, but I gained it up on top. And he made a good gain at 800. So right now I'm at, this is plugged here. I'm at 900 lift, 950 lift, 925 lift. Spark plug in the back. Everything is clamped down. Let's see what. It's flowing some good numbers for a 2-inch valve. It's probably the best one I've done so far ever. So we're just gonna count together. All right. I'm just gonna go to 800 lift. Let's see if it's still going 310. Give me a second. 25, 50, 75, 100, 200, 300, 400, should be 500 left over here. 278 at 500, but don't forget I'm at level 6 right now. I checked it at level 4 before, so 1 CFM difference. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 600 lift. Goes 289, 290. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 700 lift. Goes 300, 301. Now we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 800 lift. 310, 311, 310, 309. 1, 2, 3, 4, 900 lift. Two, 950 lift or something like that. All right, so let's take it off the bench together. I'll show you guys the port. Let me go get, oh, my light's right here. And I don't even have a multi-angle SURD valve job yet. You can see everything is with a grinder. Pretty outstanding numbers. Very happy with it. We're gonna get to digitize this head and create a CNC program for it. And then once I have this base, I can go ahead and put a 202 valve and open up the throat and open up the chamber and do a little touch up in the port in the ball area to compensate for the bigger valve. At least I'm gonna be 85% there. If I get to do maybe we'll digitize the port and then tell the guy we'll take the whole port and remove 10 thou. Add 10 thou, in other words, make it 10 thou smaller everywhere, and then the machine will go in and do a fuss cut, so that means it would leave like aggressive lines, and then I can do the finishing the way I want, and it's gonna be a lot faster, and I can take more jobs this way, and I don't have to refuse every time somebody says, can you put a set of heads for me? And I'm like, wow, I'm gonna spend 40 hours grinding again. You know what I mean? It's not easy. People think it's, and people that watch the videos, they say, oh, some guy was saying, you inflating your numbers. For what? I'm inflating my numbers. Most of the people that call me for porting, I refuse to take the job. Like, this is not what I do. Only. We have a regular mechanics garage. We have a chassis dyno. We do machining, build engines. It's not just, you know, this is not only what I do, like some other guys online. That's all they do. They do valve jobs, they pour heads. I do a lot of different things over here. So I can't afford to spend 40 hours and take 50 sets of heads and have them sitting around for the next 3 years. You know what I mean? So we'll see how it works out. If that works out with the CNC guy there, and it could be good for me, could be good for him, and we'll see. All right, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see what it takes. I'm not gonna touch the rest of the ports. This is my template. And then if we have an agreement, the rest of the other ports, and the other head will get done by the CNC. Like I said, a little bit less. And then I'll go in and I'll do my finishing and then the valve job afterwards. I'll keep you guys posted. If that happens and we do digitize the port and all that stuff, I'll make sure I take a video and I'll show you guys the whole process. I mean, it's gonna be something new for me. It's not like I've done it before, you know what I mean? So we'll get to experience that thing together. And for the ones that don't believe my numbers, don't believe what I'm showing, do me a favor, do yourself a favor, move on to another channel and follow somebody else, and you can give them your critics and your comments there, because I'm not wasting 30 minutes, an hour a day to show false things. Like, I have nothing to gain. Zero to gain. You want me to show you what YouTube pays for a video under 1,000 views? It's like $5, $4. We charge $100, $110 an hour shop rate. If I spend 1 hour working, I'll make more than what the YouTube pays me an entire month or 2 months. So it's just, I'm having fun. My business is busy. I'm in a good spot in my life. I don't have to stress to do a million jobs. So, but for somebody to go on my page and start writing nonsense, like, I'm just gonna block that person. I'm not in the mood for that. This is not Facebook, and this is not some yellow bullet that everybody likes to argue with everybody. This is my YouTube channel. If you like to see what I do, you can follow it. If you don't believe or you don't like what I'm showing, you move on and you go watch somebody else. Thanks for watching, guys. George MGR Performance. Hit a like, subscribe. And the ones that don't like, don't subscribe and don't follow. It's not complicated. Thanks a lot. Bye.